Hi, my name is Ribeiro, and let's start with Rain World. Here you are a slug cat. The world around you is full of danger and you must face it alone. Separated from your family in a devastating flood, you must hunt for food and shelter between terrifying torrential flows that threaten to drown all life. So you dream about being not a slug cat but a fish cat instead, but here your dreams, just like in real life, never become a reality. You will climb through the ruins of an ancient civilization, evade the jaws of vicious predators, and discover lands teeming with strange creatures and buried mysteries. And of course, find your family before death finds you. And it would be all nice and all, but I can see a Souls-like among the tags of the game. So be assured, be absolutely 100% warranted that death will find you. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, not, well, you know what I mean. People on Steam are talking that Rain World has a very steep learning curve, but once you've mastered it, you start to feel unstoppable. Also, about 90% of positive review score is not a joke. Jusant. This is an action puzzle climbing game and a meditative journey to the top of a tall tower. It may not seem much, but the review score on Steam is way above 90%, and that is a proof that this game is amazing. Well, at least awesome. You will challenge yourself at your own pace, explore different ways to climb, and unravel the secrets of a bygone civilization. While playing, you will master your climbing tools and will have to watch your stamina meter to successfully navigate the mysterious and changing tower. Well, watching your stamina is not a thing I usually like in games. You know, when you watch your stamina bar, you actually miss the rest of the game. But Jusant is showing your stamina bar clearly and not somewhere in the corner, so it's done right. Anyway, as you go higher and hone your skills, you'll have to figure out how best to use the tools at your disposal to get where you want to go. What is the best way? Is there an alternative path? And yes, usually there are. You can explore them to find the clues about what happened here. The game doesn't rush you, you play at your own pace. As you climb, you come across beautiful biomes full of flora and fauna, accompanied by a beautiful and atmospheric soundtrack, although there is some danger as well. Arid, windy slopes can be deadly, so seek refuge in tunnels lit only by bioluminescence. REAVER. The game is obviously inspired by Ultra Kill, not only by style but by quality as well. The review score is above 90%, and that is always a great thing. Also here, as in Quake games, you can fly off your own recoil. That's awesome. Also you will use grappling hooks, slamming, crouch sliding, and many more actions that are making this game fun. The game also combines various weapons to make them more efficient. You can throw a black hole into the crowd, then toss a grenade and shoot it for the best effect. And that effect is always very bloody and effective. I am a writer, I promise. The game is obviously very fast-paced. Here you can go almost unreasonably fast. As developers say, here you will challenge the limits of what fast-paced movement shooter is. People who play the game, just like me, are saying that this feels like a sequel to the Ultra Kill. Here you are fast and deadly, totally opposite of who you are in real life.
Slow and life-giving?
I don't know, man, shut up. The Walking Dead, the Telltale Definitive Series. I think most of us have watched or at least have heard about the TV series of The Walking Dead. It was a wonderful show for a few seasons. Then almost every at least a bit more interesting actor left the show, mostly because of the poor writing, but it still continued for like 30 more seasons. Well, I am exaggerating of course, and I have to admit that I stopped watching it way past the mark where it stopped being good. Where a hair model without any acting skills and a samurai girl without face expressions led the show. It was bad but still addicting. Anyway, I'm telling you all this because this game is like TV show, but when it was actually good. Yeah, I know it's hard to remember those times, but Telltale's game is a masterpiece, and this time I am not exaggerating. This version contains 23 unique episodes and more than 40 hours of content. Rain on your parade. Let me start with the fact that the game has an overwhelmingly positive review score on Steam, and it is well deserved. This is a comedy game where you play as a mean cloud determined to ruin everybody's day, just like that coworker of yours you immensely hate. Here you will play across a wide range of levels, while unlocking new abilities and mechanics that get progressively more ridiculous. It's a mix of puzzle and adventure. You travel across the world inventing new ways of causing chaos and mayhem, just like your cat on Zoomies. Turn the perfectly dry and sunny wedding day into a wet one, and not in a good sense if you know what I mean. Unleash thunder and lightning upon the cities, bring pandemonium to supermarket shoppers, destroy farmers' crops, sneak around military bases and rain down meteors on dinosaurs. Yeah, it's all your fault, or will be. It is a fantastic game, a must-play for everyone who ever felt hate, even for a little. Train Valley 2. A lot of people like trains, and a lot of people like boobs. But sadly, this time it's a game about trains, not the other things, although equally fun and entertaining.
No.
Well, you're probably right. So, as you can probably guess, Train Valley 2 is a train tycoon puzzle game. EA will take your railroad company from the days of the Industrial Revolution and into the future, meeting the needs of the valley's cities and industries. Build the railroads, upgrade your locomotives, and keep everything on schedule without delays or accidents. Well, we all know that you probably want to avoid some derailments. Also, people on Steam are saying that the game is quite challenging at higher levels. Honestly, that is a perspective of your IQ. Be sure you have it. Resident Evil Village. The story is set a few years after the events in Resident Evil 7. The all-new storyline begins when a man and his wife start living peacefully in a new location, free from their past nightmares and horrors. And just as they are building their new life together, then, you know, stuff happens. Otherwise, it would be a love story, not a fantasy story with horror elements. Village is one of the coolest games ever, with an atmosphere creepier than your neighbor-in-law.
Wait, what? That exists?
I don't know, I hope not. Also, this game is not a pure horror game as you can imagine. It's really not that scary, it's just creepy. And overwhelmingly positive reviews are here for a reason. This game is fantastic. Also, you can play the free demo version on Steam. CountryBalls Heroes. So basically this is a humorous Heroes of Might and Magic clone where the main heroes and monsters are country balls, the thing most of us know from the vast plains of the internet. For those who don't know, these country balls are used in comics or memes. They humorously represent the countries and their stances about various issues of the world, or just used to create plain stupid humor, which is best. So here you'll build up your base and recruit various country balls unique for each faction. Train multiple balls, each with its own strengths and weaknesses. Your balls can become a plumber, hussar, priest, drunkard, cowboy, and so on. You'll find 90 unique units and several factions. Players on Steam are saying that the game is cringy, but the cringe is kinda good cringe and not cringy, if you know what I mean. BioShock Infinite. As the first two parts, this is an immersive first-person shooter sim with a wonderful single-player story. While the first and second BioShock games were set underwater, this time you go high into the sky, to the city among the clouds named Columbia. The year is 1912, and you have to rescue a mysterious girl or die trying. Well, knowing you, the latter option is more likely. Oh, come on, I'm kidding, you are great, never doubt that. Now subscribe. Anyway, the Flying City is a beautiful and vibrant world that holds a very dark secret. Here you can rip apart time and space to shape the battlefield and turn the tide in combat by pulling weapons, turrets and other resources out of thin air, throw explosive fireballs, shoot lightning and release murders of crows. Game has more than 90% of positive reviews and is a real gem every first-person shooter lover should play. Dune Spice Wars. At the beginning I was really surprised how light this game is. It only requires 4 GB of free space. What is this witchery? And because of that, Dune Spice Wars works incredibly smoothly. Loading times are almost non-existent, and the game itself launches very fast as well, a few seconds and you are in the main menu. I honestly can say that I am not used to this. The game itself looks like a casual 4X title, like Civilization, but it's not. It's a mix of 4X and real-time strategy. You start with your main base and then you have to expand. To do that, you need to explore surrounding areas with your ornithopter and find some resources. I mean areas rich in spice, having which is really nice. It rhymes because spice here is money, and money is nice, that always rhymes. Roses are red, violets are blue, money is nice. See? Anyway, I can recommend the game, I really liked it.
And now thank you for watching, have a nice day, and I'll see you next time.